Hi, I'm Dave Epstein. Welcome to Growing Wisdom, and we are talking plants to hang today. Things you can put up, let them grow down, and there's a whole variety of plants. We'll never get through them all, so let's get started. We'll give you a few of them. This is called Burrow's tail. I really love this. It's a succulent, so it likes it on the drier side, and how nice that looks. I like the lime green color of it, really interesting. And right next to it, this string of pearls. You can see how this particular plant got its name. Look how beautiful they are. And the great thing about the hanging plants is they take up space that maybe otherwise wouldn't get used. So unlike the plants that we have on the floor that stay low, these guys of course grow down. Okay, what else do we have? This is called the lipstick plant, and this will get a really interesting flower to it. The lipstick plant has very waxy, thick leaves. Again, doesn't like a ton of water, but keep it evenly moist. The lipstick plant will get these wonderful orange flowers, so that's a great plant if you like a flowering hanging plant. Another plant you may not think of as a hanging plant is the Christmas cactus, and what will happen to a Christmas cactus over time as it gets bigger, if you put it in a pot and allow it to hang, it's going to start to droop down like this. You can see all these wonderful buds, and this will bloom right around the Christmas holiday if you get a Christmas cactus. Some cactuses will bloom at Easter, others at Thanksgiving. Depending on when it blooms the first time, that's when it should continue to bloom thereafter. Keep this on the drier side, and I like to be sure that they get 12 hours of darkness from about mid-September on until it does flower during the Christmas season. So although this particular plant doesn't flower, it has some nice color to it. This is a variegated ivy. You can see the wonderful white, lime green, and dark green. And also look at the stem. So the stem has the red. So this plant has really 4 different colors. And this does not need a lot of light, evenly moist, water the sky about once a week. And the other great thing about this plant is it really does tell you when it needs water. You'll notice the leaves starting to curl up, an indication that it does need some water. So here's another cousin of this particular ivy we just showed you, the variegated one. This is the non-variegated variety. Notice again though, it does have those great red stems. Another really easy hanging plant is a philodendron. This is a moonlight philodendron. You can really see why it's called the moonlight philodendron. It's got the very light yellow color. Some folks may think that the plant's not doing well because of the yellow color, but no, it's doing wonderfully. This will continue to grow down. And the other thing is if the plant gets a little too long, just find a spot where you want to snip it, and it will start to grow again. The other neat thing about some of the hanging plants, they'll actually start to put out little nubs here. Those are smaller roots, and you could cut this and put that in water and start another plant. That would continue to root once the roots get long enough. Put it in some soil, and you have another hanging plant, 2 for 1. So we just were looking at the moonlight philodendron, and again, that was the yellow variety. This is the variegated philodendron. So white, lime green, and dark green. Very similar to that ivy we showed you earlier. Great plant to give a little bit of color, and also in terms of light, this does not need very much light. So I have one of these. It's in a window that faces north, doesn't get much light at all, and it's very happy in that location. I love this as a hanging plant. It's a red-veined prayer plant. This will actually close up at night. So in the light where we are right now, you can see how flat the leaves look, and then at night the leaves will actually start to curl up. It will get white flowers. This flowered several weeks ago. You can see some of the remnants there. But look how it just goes right around the pot. You almost don't see that that's growing in a pot. It's like a ball of just living plant hanging there. So look at the red veins here. Just really beautiful, almost pink. And the back side of the leaves have that pink color as well, and of course the leaves themselves, lime green and dark green. Our final plant, no hanging plant segment, would be complete without the spider plant. This really does hang, and this plant gets little babies on the plant itself. So that will actually grow the roots like we showed you on some of the other plants, and you could plant that, pot it up, and start all over again. The spider plant, this is a variegated spider plant. Great plant, super easy, evenly moist, can even dry out quite a bit between waterings. For Growing Wisdom, I'm Dave Epstein.